Ricky Hatton, thank you very much for joining us. Just seen you in the ring with Chloe, going through training sessions before her fight in Liverpool. How's she looking?
Yeah, she's improving all the time. It's a pleasure to come to work every day and work with a talent, such as Chloe. She's getting better and better all the time. I think she showed that in her performances. But the most exciting thing, as I've said before, as a coach working with her, I don't think we've even scraped the surface now. But she's getting used to the way of training now. I mean, she's doing a lot more things more naturally now, where, when she first come down, I think, and that's the same not just for Chloe, but for all of us when we first go professional. But I feel I have to remind her a little bit less. She's doing a lot of things naturally off her own back now, which is, style-wise what we work in every day. So it's, she's turning into a good all-round pro now. You could see from day one she had the talent with obviously the amateur pedigree that she had, but she's transformed that talent right into the pro game, style-wise, technique-wise. She did a first 8-round spar the other day, so her engine's improving, her technique's improving. So we're delighted for her to go to Liverpool for the next one. Would be fantastic. Yeah, just down the road.
Tell me a little bit about her mentality going into a Liverpool fight, because it's her hometown, because it's a bit more exciting, more fans, more friends can come and see it. What does that do for a fighter going into a fight when it's your first one in your hometown?
It's very important, and I hope she has more on a regular basis in a hometown. I mean, obviously Wasserman are doing a fantastic job with her anyway, but I always felt that fighting regular in your hometown, helps that fan base. I mean, Chloe's got an exceptional fan base, through what she just did as an amateur and what she's done in the early stages of her pro career. That fan base has got quite healthy all of a sudden straight away, and I think once she has a few fights in her hometown, where I think it will go through the roof. I mean, ladies boxing is so popular now. Chloe couldn't be coming into it at a better time, and she's got a fan-friendly style. You know what I mean? Great kid, great personality, and I think a few fights in Liverpool, in her hometown, I think that fan base will just go more and more through the roof. Yeah.
What have you seen in particular her develop in her first 2 professional fights?
Well, the talent was obviously there to work with, and to be honest with you, with the first day she come down, she had like a bit of a pro style. She was good on her feet. Very rhythmic. Good movement. Which we've still kept to her game. Making opponents fall short, and in fact judging of distance. But now she's holding her feet a little bit more. Coming back with 2 and 3 attacks. Getting leverage and power in the shots, where in the amateurs, as you can appreciate, with just the 3 rounds, it's more, get your foot down and boom, 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 all that. She's using all the attributes she had as an amateur. She's added more to her game, sitting down on her punches, changing the angles and stuff like that. And that will just get more and more and more as farther time goes by. You know what I mean?
It would be remiss of me to not bring up your exhibition that's coming up. Does training with Chloe inspire you, push you a bit further? Does that help you that you're training with young fighters as you're getting back in to throw down again?
Yeah, it keeps me quicker. It keeps me on my toes. Yeah, but no, I think it's working well with both. I still train my fighters, even because Ricky Hatton's got an exhibition fight. I don't want any of me fighters, such as Chloe and all the lads. Don't want any of the fighters to lose out on the training. At the end of the day, my job as a trainer now. So, we're still getting the training done. We're still getting the rounds done. I'm getting my rounds done. And I think it's nice that, they can look from a distance at, 43 years of age, the old fart I am, that can still, go knuckle down, grit his teeth and do this game, which is what you doesn't matter what levels you are in what you're doing in life. You've got to give it your best, whether you're 23 or 43. And nice to see this. So they're keeping me on my toes, the little whippersnappers, and needs to say they're learning from working with, seeing me working every day. So I think it's good all round. I'm going to do a bit of sparring with, some of my lads. So I'm going to start sparring next week. This week actually, I'm going to start sparring this week just to get my eye in. They'll keep me nice and sharp, rapid, and then as the weeks go by, I'll get more and more sparring partners in. But I mean, I'd be foolish not to spar with my kids while I'm fit. Because there's no better way to teach them than getting there and give them a few slaps, I think. So.
just to wrap up then on Chloe, I wanted to make a note of her opponent, Farrell Busari. It's a noticeable step up. Is Chloe ready for this, in your opinion?
I don't think I'd have stepped up. I didn't think she was ready for it. I think the way she's handling her first few fights, I think she's shown what ability she's got, and I think the hardest thing will be for us to hold Chloe back, because I think she's going to race through the rankings at the way she's developing in the gym, and what she's transferring that from the gym into her fights. I think it would be the hardest thing to close her back, but yeah, this opponent's got a winning record. You know, she's very, very capable. I think she's got a type of style that with what Chloe's got, everything will work. She's, you know, she throws plenty of shots which will leave opening. She's tall and upright, which Chloe likes to move in on you quick. I think style-wise, I think it's a good opponent, you know, for Chloe. And I didn't think she was capable of winning it. I wouldn't have accepted it. I think she's going to shine again. But I think the most important thing is she keeps shining and keeps shining. It's also my job, even though I picked a decent opponent for this one, it's our job and the Wasserman's job, obviously, with all the team, to, even though she's improving like she is, we don't not necessarily need to floor it just at this stage, as they say, yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll let you get on with your training. Maybe if there's a sparring session with Chloe, we'll catch that later on. But Ricky, thanks for joining us.
No problem.